It's a Wednesday before Thanksgiving, and I'm thankful for these fucked up lights behind my head. What's up,
Hey,
Himalayas?
Yo,
What's up, my duders?
not too
hello.
much. I'm just thankful for an announcement from Horizon.
Oh my
Are you
god,
feeling
shut
thankful for that
up.
announcement?
No, damn it. Okay. So, just a really quick intro. We're Board TV. Will, Phil, and
We
Bryce.
are Board TV.
We are. And first off, we still love Board Ape Yacht Club. Surprise,
do.
surprise.
We sure
We have
do.
not canceled our show. And we do this every Wednesday. We love to talk to Ape Fam. But to be honest, this actually fit perfectly because of the announcement today. We actually did not have a guest lined up on purpose. And so we were just going to kind of fucking rap about Other Side and Bored Ape and Ape Token. And then, well, of course, we had to have this just great announcement from Horizon Labs. You know, really great timing, by the way. Hats off to these motherfuckers doing it the night before Thanksgiving. Fucking phenomenal timing, by the way. Definitely was. Yeah, you definitely like great timing, bros and broettes. Like really good timing. And now we're sitting here and people are losing their fucking mind, me included. And actually, it's once I got over the more technical aspects, the part that pisses me off actually has nothing to do with that. It has to do with this fucking council and this fucking team. Can we just get some good communication for Christ's sake? You mofos are getting paid so much godforsaken money. And I posted about it this week and I got a lot of feedback. And some people disagreed.
What kind of feedback?
I would say most people agreed, to be honest. I got fucking like 300 likes, which never happens, right? Like that never happens. And I didn't even tag many people. Like that was like one of the most organic posts of my life. And I just put out there and I wasn't trying to be a dick about it. It was just like my thing. Dude, communication is so fucking underrated. And so like I don't give a rat's ass how much you're worth, what company you're working for. If you can't communicate the simple things, I got major issues. Because to be honest, that should be the easiest part of your job. That should be the easiest fucking part of your job. Hire someone. If you're not good at it, hire someone that's all they do. And you tell them, hey, these are the things we're working on. These are the things that will be done. And this is what we need to announce over the next week. You figure out a best time to announce it. Probably gonna not be the fucking night before Thanksgiving. Probably not gonna be that fucking time.
Probably
But I
not.
mean, like the night before Thanksgiving, does it really matter? Like,
dude, okay. Yeah,
well,
I know that's
I guess
corny,
I guess
corny
the
as hell,
question
corny
is
as
like,
hell. But like, okay, United States, again, full transparency, the technical aspect of this, and we'll get into it a little bit more. That's the part I'm honestly like, I'm like, whatever. Like I understand why they have to do it this way. I completely understand. But I actually think, good point, Will. I actually think it's the fact that these mofos have been like so subpar with communication the entire time. And then like somebody
To drop a
farted
bomb.
once and they're like, oh, this dude's sick and we can't meet for another 6 weeks because this guy's on his deathbed. Like maybe he was. And if he is, I'm the biggest dick of all time. But the reality is, can you just make the fucking tap in putts? Like the little 1 to 2 footers that when you're out on the golf course, just tap that shit in. Like this should have been something that if you knew this was happening, it would have been so easy to give a heads up weeks ago. That's my problem.
okay. But I would argue that a lot
That they're
of
dumb
this,
fucks. Okay, go on.
no, a lot of this communication came around the fact that this morning, I think it was this morning, there was a lot of conversation about how do we handle the potential implementation time to take care of, you know, the 2 minor bugs that are from the bug bounty, and how do we potentially save it, like take a couple of days and look at gas optimization. So that's where Horizon Labs was this morning or yesterday or whenever this was. They were saying, hey, it's potentially gonna be delayed. I think it was yesterday afternoon. It doesn't matter. They were saying, we're probably going to need like another week. And so they immediately got a ton of kickback from me included about like, why don't stop delaying it? Like and so it opened up this can of worms, this discussion on whether or not there are things that we can do in order to, you know, reduce the amount of time needed to get to staking. And so essentially they came through today and posted dates, which is like, holy shit. Let me see if I got it here. They came through. Let me. Where?
I mean, these dates were
We'll talk
already
about this in a second.
known,
This
though,
guy.
they're not.
Huh?
I said these dates were already known, though, for the last couple weeks.
Yeah, but they like came through and they like published it and they said, we are going to these dates, right? Like,
Yeah, true.
this is the pre-launch summary. With several moving parts, we thought it would be helpful to recap some key points around the launch of apestake.io. So, I mean, like, I have no issue with them coming out today and issuing this statement. It's actually probably the most timely piece of communication they've had to date, other than the fact that a lot of people saw this last geo-blocking, the number 4, and decided to like panic because they didn't read that just the front end
Yeah.
to interact with the smart contract, 2 separate things. The front end on their side, they're saying, hey, we have to geo-block this in the US, Canada, North Korea, Syria, Iran, Cuba, Russia, Crimea, blah, 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 blah. So
You don't want to pronounce those last 2? Come on.
nah, I'm good, bro. I'm good. I'm not gonna embarrass myself like that. But so I mean, okay, they did recap it. They came here and they said to accommodate both necessary bug bounty, AIP, whatever, and the re-audit submission, we shortened the deposit period to 1 week. Fantastic. So now we know for a fact the smart contract goes live on mainnet on December 5th. It gets funded within the first 2 days, and then by December 12th, rewards start. So I don't know. Personally, I mean, if you panicked by this, I'm sorry, but like, you didn't need to panic. I don't know. It opened up a can of worms. Like, I appreciate the upper half. The lower half could have been discussed sooner, I guess is the main takeaway there.
Yes. I was just gonna let you guys go if you want, because I can keep firing away. No, yeah. I mean, that's the whole point, though. Like, why? I don't know, dude. It's like the little things. Can you go back to that? Sorry. Can you go back to that? Since you already have it pulled up. Scroll down just a touch. Thank you, my kind sir.
What do you want? 1, 2, 3?
No, that's good. That's perfect. I just wanted to kind of see how they had this laid out. And so, like, are we fine that it was number 4 on the list and sort of like, as people said, buried? Again, I don't think it's a big deal to like the actual thing. Once I heard you and many other smart people talk and like just kind of explain it, it's not that big of a thing, actually. But do we care that it's the number 4? I'm just trying to nitpick here because, like, for me, it's about communication. And I think the timing shit, and like, I agree. I hear what you're saying too, though, where it's like, well, they're trying to be, you know, like, I don't know, on the ball for once and like have this go out since people are having these, you know, open conversations. So I can definitely see that and hear that. But like, do we care about the order? I know I'm nitpicking here, but like my whole thing that I get hung up on is I think so freaking highly of Bored Ape and the founders and like you guys as a whole. And I know that they are not in control of this. I know that completely. I understand that 1000%. But what the hell is the token called?
ApeCoin.
Thank you. That's my point. So it's still, no matter, I don't give 2 shits if they're running it or not. It is still naturally and should be directly tied. What is other side supposed to be run on?
ApeCoin.
Okay,
so now it runs on ApeCoin.
Now you see why this is frustrating as shit, because like, to me, Yuga doesn't really fumble these types of shits.
Yeah,
like a little informational shit and understanding your community. But again, like, I understand it's not run by them, but it still reflects to them, right? Like, you're that like second person away
because people don't realize, right? A bunch of people that, you know, aren't in Web3, aren't on crypto Twitter, aren't, you know, in it, don't really understand that there is a separation there. And so, I mean, I get what you're saying. Like, this doesn't have the Yuga magic when it comes to delivery and, you know, professionalism necessarily. I mean, like, I don't want to like say that it's any one person's fault, other than like there definitely has been some issues with the current ApeCoin Council. I mean, it appears that, you know, there is a lack there of communication and how things are being handled. So I totally agree with that. Now, are we saying that number 4 is buried? I mean, okay, if you look here though, they're trying to lay it up for you and say, look, first, this is an open source smart contract. And then they're saying, you know, anyone can interact directly with the smart contract, and we expect a number of third parties to provide services directly to the ApeCoin community. So like they're already saying like, yes, in 1 and 2, like, hey, anyone can interact with the smart contract. You just have to read it that way. The only thing is people come here and they read 4 and they think, oh, what? USA is blocked? What? Like, you know, I don't know.
Well,
I mean,
it didn't help though. And here's my second point. And I tweeted this because I was kind of fired up. And to be honest, I'm usually the nice guy. Like I am. Like I don't really like fudding motherfuckers to the face. I might say something to Bryce and Will because they're my friends, and I might be like, well, I think this shit's whack, but I'm not gonna just like be like, haha, your shit sucked and it failed. Like I never do that. I literally never do that shit. So here's what made it worse, right? So everyone's like losing their mind because they're not really like understanding, they're not really reading. And then like all these mofos that are just waiting. I swear to Christ, they just wait on Twitter staring, and they have every freaking notification when it comes to Ape, board, I don't know, apes, anything that it populates to them. And it's like, oh my God, something that's not perfect. I'm going to FUD the shit out of this and be like, let's create a fucking meme. And so like that doesn't help, right? Because you have all these like haters that come out of the woodwork because they're just waiting because their project sucks so much dick that they have to wait around and hope that somebody else's sucks so that they can feel less worse about themselves.
Yes. There's one particular project I have in mind here. Let me see if I can find the tweet real quick. I'll pull it
There's
up.
not a single one for me. And by the way, this isn't everybody, but like, just know, I ain't selling my Bored Apes, and I sure as shit ain't selling my coin at this point. So you're not gonna like push me off of it, and like I'll ride this shit to zero at this point. They've been so good to me that like you can pay me as a Yuga Maxi. I don't really give a shit. Like I'm gonna ride that shit till the wheels come off, and I promise you, I will give you the same energy back when they have these announcements dropping and fucking breaking our goddamn brains apart. I'm going to be right here reminding all these people what they were saying right now. I can promise you I'll be there.
All right. Well.
So, okay, here's the one tweet that comes to mind out of all of the takes. I will show a good one after this. But, I mean, okay. NFT Statistics came on and said, quietly including in the fine print that ape staking will be disabled in a few countries. First of all, that's just flat out wrong. Ape staking is not disabled.
Right, that's the front end website.
It just has the front end not being able to be accessed. So, you know, whether you want to take the risk and go interact with the contract and all that good jazz, that's on us to do that. Right, we're not going to be able to like point the finger at Horizon and be like, well, you guys let me do this. So I mean, but it all comes back to a whole bunch of other things too. Like a lot of this shit is new in the space. Like there's going to be regulation, there's going to be things that come in, and could it totally screw some things up? Absolutely. If you're not ready to have that risk or take on that risk, then you need to be prepared for it. But honestly, like if you're here and you're here for the long run and you're going to stake your tokens because you don't want to get freaking diluted out of your position while everyone else just gets a free flywheel of ApeCoin rolling in. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you may. I'm not saying this is not financial advice, not for it, against it, or whatever. I'm not saying you should do it or not. But if you're worried about it, I feel like the safest, and this could totally be wrong, the safest thing that you could do is you chuck in your tokens and you let it ride for 3 years and you come back. See where we're at. If
you're really worried, just sell it all and walk away.
At the minimum, you didn't dilute your position.
Fair.
Now you might come back and claim it and be like, I don't know how to explain this. So, hey, so back when we weren't really sure if it was going to be an issue, I did this, and now clearly that was an issue, but I forgot about it. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. And it's, yeah, not legal advice, not financial advice, nothing, none of that nature. But you know, yeah. That's all I got. That's all I got. So, but okay, real quickly though, I made a video on this earlier. It was just kind of all over the place. It's pretty damn simple to interact with the contract directly. I mean, the document talks about all these other third-party plugins and whatever third-party interfaces, and like honestly, like I kind of get worried that I would trust a download from Horizon Labs because they've already done a bunch of stuff for ApeCoin and whatever. But you don't want to just go download this client that they were talking about. Oh crap. I don't know. Basically, there was something on the forum. They were talking about this client you could download, and then it would make it so you could just run it off of your machine. It doesn't require you to connect to any sites or anything like that. It all just does it through the client. But my only issue with that is, yeah, you start having people doing stuff that they're not familiar with and not, whatever. Like people, there's a greater chance that you've interacted with the smart contracts before. You've probably degeminted something off the smart contract. And if not, then, I mean, I don't know. It's never too late to learn. So, I mean, it's pretty simple though. If you're in Etherscan, I'll just quickly show like how it would happen. There's the contract button. You click right, you connect to it, you sign in with your wallet, and then you literally can access all of the functions of the contract. So there's claim functions, there's, deposit functions, withdrawal functions, whatever. Okay, but the main one, like let's just say this looks scary. Like I'm not gonna lie. The first time I looked at this, I had no clue what I was doing.
We spent a little while like, what the F is the tuple?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not some magic.
They'll tell us that.
They'll tell us that over here.
Listen, they're gonna tell us that 12 hours before we go live. Don't
so
you
look.
worry.
But anyways, all I'm gonna say is it's super simple. You literally use this string that says this is my Bored Ape number, and this is how many tokens I want to stake, and it's not that many tokens. Like this is your number of tokens, 10,094. You have to put in like 18 zeros behind it in order for Ethereum to understand what you're saying, because it's in units of like whatever the hell it's called. It's like the
10 to
lowest digit, 10 to the 18th, something like that. So anyways, I've had some issues copying and pasting into Etherscan before, and so I have to go through and like change all of these to actually not be like that because it reads it wrong. But yeah, so basically this is your Bored Ape ID and then how many tokens, and you click right and submit a transaction, and boom, that's it.
Good to go.
Nothing crazy.
Okay, what if these are questions that I think are imperative when we're, showing this to other friends. What if you type in a fucking wrong thing? Will it just not push through? Like, what if I fat finger something and I don't even notice it, but there's something a little bit wrong. I'm in the right spot even.
Okay.
Just something I type is wrong.
Let me take out one of like the zeros or whatever on the
let me change this real quick so you can see my full screen.
Yeah, you should just get an error notification that it's not a valid string or anything.
Okay, congrats. You can see my full screen. Whoop. Sorry.
We'll get there.
Okay.
We're in the metaverse.
Okay. So, for instance, let's just say you put one too many ape coins, 10,095. Bored Apes can only max stake 10,094. If you click right, you'll get your little pop-up on MetaMask, and then it'll be like, whoa, we are not able to estimate the gas. And then it'll be like, so this on Girly Testnet, this is the insane amount of gas that it estimates. So usually this is what looks like, it'll be like an ETH or 2 ETH to complete the transaction. That essentially means you done messed up. So if you go back and you change it to the appropriate one, you should get a transaction. Shit, hold on. Hold on. What did I mess up here? We good?
Narp.
F. What am I doing wrong? Hold on.
Please hold.
Well, oh, oh, hold on. Sorry. I already deposited. So recipient address, I think I just put my address here
Mm-hmm.
and then we're good to go. So let me see if I can do this transaction. There we go. I can submit this transaction. So essentially, I had already done this earlier where I deposited. So it wasn't going to let me deposit any more ApeCoin because my position was already full. We can get into like other things, like you can check how much your position currently has by using the read functions. But that's kind of, we'll do that at another time. So,
hey,
okay.
Will, another question for you on that. So when it says you're depositing BAYC or MAYC, is it also like, is it just checking to see that you have that Bored Ape, that asset, and then taking the token that you want to stake?
Yeah. So, I mean, essentially, when you look at this over here for staking, they say, okay, here's how you stake in the BAYC pool. To stake in the BAYC pool, this is the function that it calls, something, something, something. Basically, though, what it comes down to is it calls this contract.deposit BAYC, and it's looking for the token ID of the Bored Apes, of the Bored Ape that you're trying to submit, and the amount of ApeCoin that you want to submit with it. So essentially, when you come into the deposit BAYC thing, you just have to submit what it's asking for. And in this case, it's asking for a tuple, which is this funny way to say this format right here.
Hey, Will, so how do I check the token ID for my Bored Ape?
You go to your wallet and see what your
Okay.
what your ape number is. So like in this case though, like I have like a fake Bored Ape in my wallet. So it's using a thing called an alpha token in this case to represent BAYC, beta token for Mutant, and gamma token for Kennels. So here you can just see that I had minted from these test contracts BAYC 44, 45, 47, 72, 74. So anyways, that's essentially what that was. And yeah,
Oh, that's okay.
I just call it and I'm good to go. So if we go back to this though, deposit BAYC. Oh, shit. Hold on, please.
I'm glad there wasn't some like risque message on your notes right there, bro.
Dude, I don't have anything like that, man. Come on.
Yeah,
Okay, so
man.
now we don't have the red box, and I have a very small gas transaction to submit this and stake ApeCoin. So, I mean, I guess let me submit this first, and then we can do a little diving in if we care to. Let me submit that one. So basically, though, there's a whole bunch of other functions on the read contract side. And yeah, it can tell you like there's get positions, and then there's who's owning what and what pools are available. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of stuff, and you can go into reading from the contract, get pool details. So I don't know. I mean,
no matter what, like I think this is beneficial, and like you already had done like a little video, I believe, that you had shared in a DM, but I think this would be beneficial for us to sit down and do really short snippets of this. And but even still, when somebody gets on that Etherscan and tries to do the contract functionality for the first time, it's intimidating as shit. And I don't even care if you know what you're doing or not. Like it's still intimidating as hell.
I mean, because another thing that we didn't mention here is like you have to take this contract, which is the ApeCoin staking contract for the testnet, and you have to essentially go in and approve that contract. So they have this other one called ApeCoin. Like this is where I got the fake Bored Ape, Mutant, and Kennel Club, and then some fake ApeCoin from. You just click on this, and essentially you have to go into the fake ApeCoin contract, connect your wallet, and then you have to go in here and click approve. Essentially, you put the address from the testnet staking contract into who the spender would be, and then you have to put how many tokens. So like in this case, you could do like I I mean, just to overshoot it, I have just say 100,000, but then you have to go in and do 10 to the 18 to get your appropriate number. So like in most cases, like when you do this normally, like when you're approving tokens for transfer on like Uniswap or something like that, like it just puts the max number. And so like you could make it so that Uniswap is never able to use more than 1 ETH of your holdings, or like more than 1 ETH, more than 1 WETH, or more than 100 ape or whatever, if you wanted to go in and do it more manually. But yeah, basically you just go in and you would approve this transaction. Let's see if there's any errors here. Okay, cool. So this is pretty normal. We see on MetaMask nowadays this little pop-up that says give permission to access your M20, which in this case is my ApeCoin. So it's saying by granting this permission, you're allowing the following contract. This would be the ApeCoin staking contract. In this case, it's for the testnet. You're giving them permission to access your M20 or ApeCoin. So yeah, I mean,
this might be a dumb question, but if you approve like the max amount one time, can you go back and then like approve a smaller amount? And
I mean, your max amount is still going to be approved. We'll see if this kicks back, but I'm pretty sure that it doesn't overwrite it and make it a smaller amount. I'm pretty sure it's still going to have that max approval, unless if you revoke it.
And now, for just clarity's sake, the reason that the U.S., among other countries, by the way, it's not just the United States, is unable to use their front end, is it because where Horizon Labs is based themselves?
No, I don't think it's.
I think it's more so the regulatory reasons.
Yeah, I don't think it's like because of where they're based.
Because some people are saying, oh, you could spin up a front end that would work and be whatever, more decentralized. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
That's above my understanding of things. Someone was saying you could spin up a decentralized front end, but I mean, I guess technically it would be something similar to like I don't know. Maybe it's how like Pirate Bay used to run when they would put up all these proxies and whatever. But that I don't know how any of that works. I'm gonna be completely honest.
I forgot about Pirate Bay.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about anything more though on that. I've never used it in my life. I'm just familiar with the name.
I was too young.
Okay, but anyways, I believe this came in here and it said, yep, I transferred my mock ERC20, my ApeCoin 10,094 from my address to the ApeCoin staking contract. And yeah, you can go in here and it'll show you all your details. Here, I paired with my BAYC 44 1094 ApeCoin. So yeah, hopefully I'm making sense here, but like I know I'm moving kind of fast.
No, you're making sense. It's just like, again, no matter how we spit it out, and I think you're doing a great job, it's still going to be, again, intimidating for someone that's never done it before, because they're going to look at this right here. They're going to see all these different functions, and they're going to say, what the hell?
So
like, I have to do all of these things at the same time? And it's like, no, not all of them.
It definitely is intimidating, but like once you kind of you do it a few times, you get the hang of it, and then you know how to kind of poke around. So like in this instance, I'm going to check the get BAYC stakes. And so it's just asking for an address. So I grabbed my address and I'll query it. And then you can see here that these are the different pools. They're not labeled, but, no, sorry. These are all of my Bored Apes. So I've got 44, 45, 72, and 74. Here you can see that
just
because you don't, you're maxed out there.
I'm staking 1094. This is actually, I believe, I don't know what this says. I used to know. So one of these might show you rewards, but it only updates every hour. So like if you put it in and then pull it out, like you're still just going to get 1094. It's not going to magically spit out more tokens within if you haven't gone through the hour period. So yeah, I mean, let's see. We should be able to get all stakes. Let's see if I have anything else staked. I've got just some general ApeCoin staked. So I could Let's see if we can unstake that and see what kind of yield I've made over the last bajillion days. So I'm just going to write the contract. I'm going to go into withdraw ApeCoin. I don't. How much did I have here? I think that was the amount.
Mhm.
Not entirely sure. We're going to try it on the fly, and I might fuck something up, but that's okay. Yep. So I am able to submit this. I'm going to try with like another number here and make sure that yeah. So there I get the error. It wasn't right. So you'd have
And
to
this is
go
just
in.
withdrawing the initial amount you deposited.
Yeah. So it looks like what had happened was, let's see. Sorry, let me grab this. I don't know. Some number. I have some number of ApeCoin staked, and so it's probably like 15,000, maybe. I don't know. We'll do a little fun experiment first. I'm going to take my wallet.
This
See
also
how
might
many
be
ApeCoins I have. So right now, I currently have 42,151 mock ApeCoins. I threw this in, and there's been like nobody. There's been nobody really interacting with these testnet contracts. So this would hypothetically be like if there's only 5 people in the pool, like what kind of crazy reward would you get?
a lot of
So
Bitcoin.
we will see what happens here.
Yeah, I've seen a few people talking about like compounding rewards, right? But I'm assuming if you're max staking your ape and you get rewards, like you can't really compound that because you're already max staking.
Well, the compounding would be more of like throwing them into
The ape only
the
pool.
ape only pool.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. But you would have to withdraw that and then put it back in, right?
Yeah.
Or
Which was the
withdraw
issue.
just your reward. I mean,
Okay, what the hell did I do? Was it only 15 tokens? This is
we're
comical.
doomed.
Well, I mean, I got some amount of tokens. I don't know, man. Maybe I only put 15 tokens in. That's kind of disappointing. I was kind of
Possibly.
okay, but let's double check this. I can go into the contract, and we can read from it. Get all stakes for my address, and now I no longer have anything in this top pool. So yes, I did pull everything I put in there out. So in this case, 0 is just the ApeCoin staking pool, 1 is the Bored Ape pool, 2 is the Mutant pool, and 3 is the paired pool.
What's going to be the best pool?
That is really just dependent on
how much FUD happened today.
Not on FUD. I mean, it just depends on
everyone sold
how
all
many
their
people
if
actually.
People are too like, oh, I can't stake in the U.S. because they've read these big, Twitter followers or these people with large Twitter following saying, oh, so you can't stake in the U.S. Like people will read that once, be like, oh, I can't. So yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see if there's a lot of people that end up not staking because they just don't want to interact with the contract.
I think there'll be some actually.
I mean,
hate to say, but that's better for us, right? It's just more reward. So,
wow. Currently,
that or we're all sharing a jail cell together, but that'd be fun too, I guess.
Currently, it's saying the Mutant pool has a 469% APY. This is, you can't just take this number and calculate. Like, this is only based on the current holdings of people that are holding their apes with their ape coin. I can tell you right now, I'm not currently holding my apes with my ape coin, but when we get into that 1 week shuffle period, that's essentially going to force everyone to move around. And then the pools will start to move, and we'll get a better idea. So like my guess is unless if somebody comes up with a really cool visualizer to see what's happening, my guess is we will probably be. Let's see. There's something in here where we can input. Staked amount. Yep. So we can come into here and go into any of the pools by number 1, 2, 3, whatever.
Dope.
Minus, what is this? 10 to the 18th. Guys, math is hard. I don't know.
10 to the
I'm
22nd.
What the hell?
Oh, what?
God, I'm gonna look like an idiot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, currently there is 46,766 ApeCoin in the Bored Ape pool on the test net. So, yeah. Anyways, what does this do? Oh, that's so much easier. Holy shnikes. Wow. Okay. Here you go. Here's the alpha. If you want to check how many coins are deposited in the pool because you want to plug it into your spreadsheet, you come into here, you type what your number is, what pool you're looking at. Do you care about how many are in the 8-point pool, the Bored Ape pool, Mutant, or Kennel? 0, 1, 2, 3. So if we want to check how many coins are in the ApeCoin pool, you query it. You come down here, and where it says Ether, this will show you the appropriate number that you're looking for. Wow, there's a lot of coins in there.
There is.
Very cool. You come down here, you do 1. This is the Bored Ape pool. You click it. You come down here. You find Ether. 46,766 ape. Yep. And so, yeah, you could just pull that information from here. It's pretty dang easy to find, actually. 22,000 in the Mutant pool, yada, yada, yada.
It's lit.
Let's see. I don't know. I don't know if there's anything else. Staked total. I guess we'll see what happens when we plug in an address into here. Oh, this is just how many total ApeCoin my wallet has staked. 10,094. So anyways, they have a whole bunch of functions that you can call within the read contract section. And then I'm not going to embarrass myself, but it does get a little bit more difficult when you deposit the Kennel Club.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I think it's okay. Well, I don't want to go out too far on a limb here, but essentially, you put your Bored Ape. Gotta have the damn formatting correct. Bored Ape in here, and then you would follow the same structure. If you had Mutant 999 and you wanted to put 2042, you would do just like so, and then you can submit your Bored Ape and your Mutant Ape.
Ding, ding, ding.
And so,
do you have to put your dog ID anywhere?
That's where I think.
Yeah,
that's where I'm wrong.
That's where
I'm wrong. Sorry,
yeah.
I'm wrong here. This is not the correct format for this one. It looks a little more in depth. I think. Now, don't quote me.
Dude, you're scamming us. Come on.
Don't quote me, but I believe
My ape just left my wallet, bro.
If you're gonna do this one here, I think you have to put a comma there and then add them like that. I that could be wrong. I will look into it, but I'm not gonna do it right now. And then this one, I think you just put something like that. I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong. I'll find out, and then I'll put something out about it, and then I'll make sure everybody knows. Yep.
Awesome. Thanks for the brief rundown, Will.
So yeah, I mean, it looks scary, not gonna lie, but a lot of this stuff is gonna be, you're gonna be able to get over it, over the hill. You're gonna be able to do it. I believe in you.
Wag me. As long as the comms don't suck dick.
Dude, honestly too, like I trust way more taking a contract address and going into etherscan.io, loading this up and interacting with the contract directly than any other third-party thing that they're going to be talking about. Mm-hmm. You know, you might want to be like, oh, I'm going to go do it on BinDAO, or I'm going to do it on this other one, this download from GitHub or whatever. I'm like,
especially when you have a video like the one you created that's like step by step.
Personally, and we'll put some content together, some real sharp, crisp content that will literally
easy
walk
for the
you through
people.
it like it's it'll be like explain it like I'm 5.
Yeah. Eli,
Because this is a little more live action.
go
But
here, click this. Copy
so,
this,
anyways,
paste this.
what in the heck? I just saw this right when we hopped on. No ApeCoin staking for Canada, US. Just sold all my ApeCoin at a loss. What do you guys think is going to do for the ape in general? I feel like it has inherently become less appealing. I'd be curious to see the amount of Bored Ape holders in the frolicked countries.
Right, like just uninformed, rash decision. GG. Like you can't help stupid.
That's a
You
good
can't.
one.
I mean,
I actually agree with the first comment down there. It was like staking shouldn't be basically the only.
The deal breaker.
Yeah, I mean that's if
Yeah.
it is for you, then figure it out. Figure it out. Come on. I'm just again, it's all about communication. That's what it is.
illegally.
Oh boy.
Man, that's a serious take right there. I mean,
Hot take alert.
I don't know about you, but I did my taxes and like they can't read my chain data for shit.
Yeah. Nope.
We are live with the SEC.
Yeah.
So I guess on the topic of just like comms in general, so there were some AIPs that were voted on, and it looks like I think the comms one was finishing up today, and it looked that it was going to be voted in not in favor. And I think really the biggest thing there was, and I agree with it because I know a lot of the people on that team, and I think they're absolutely capable of doing the job. I think they're actually perfect fit because they've been doing a lot of these things already. The pay structure was crazy. And so again, we got to like as a collective entity, as a DAO structure, as a community, there's got to be more transparency. There has to be more accountability. There has to be better communication. All these things are imperative because otherwise, like when you're, I mean, and we know this because we've talked about doing AIPs and we have something that hopefully is in the works here in the next week or maybe month. But it's like, how do you even figure out how do you pay yourself? Like there's so little guidance. You don't know what the hell everyone else is getting paid for what they're doing. You don't even know what they're doing. So it's like, to me, it makes it really difficult. And so if we could simply have a little more transparency, have some way to hold people at least a bit accountable so that if you say you're going to build a fucking Mona Lisa, you're going to paint a Mona Lisa, but it's going to have a Bored Ape in the middle of it and it's going to go in the Louvre. Like, all right, we got to fucking see it then, dog. Like, we're not just going to pay you $100,000 and you say you're going to do some shit and then nothing happens. Like, that's whack. And on that note, our buddy Zach, Mr. Will fumbled this fucking perfect tweet, but he was going to try to sell it for Ape token on the Ape marketplace and forgot to delist on Blur, and it got just blurred right up.
Dude, I'll share it out real quick.
It was literally like right after you tweeted about listing.
Dude, I was like, I had messaged Zach's, or I replied to Zach's message earlier, and I was like, yo, this is awesome. I can't wait to go try it out when I get home. And what did I do? I got home and I was like, cool, this is awesome. Like, where's my comment? Oh, wait, somewhere in here. Anyways, I was like, congrats, gonna check it out this afternoon. Hop on my computer. I'm like, yo, okay. First of all, let's just talk about the marketplace. Marketplace is here. You click through Snag Solutions. It's on their front page. Fantastic. ApeCoinMarketplace.com. And basically, yeah, you can come in and you can see all the apes that are listed across the different platforms. And then let's see if we can find one. First of all, I thought this was funny. There's an ape listed for 65 ETH on Coinbase.
Coinbase.
Yo, Jim doesn't even pick up Coinbase. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, 65 ETH for Coinbase. And somewhere in here, here's one. Okay. It shows it with the little ApeCoin thing.
Ah, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah. So you can list it in ETH or in Ape. And I've already given them some feedback that I think they need to make a couple minor changes. I listed it for 23,000 ApeCoin, and it looks like dog water. So hopefully they'll get that UI fixed. But yeah, I was like, cool. I just listed a Bored Ape on the new ApeCoin marketplace. priced at 23,008. And yeah, within 2 minutes, forgot to delist on Blur, and this bad boy went to a new owner.
Adios.
Yep.
Trying to
Then
support our
Georgia.
homie, and instead you got the Blur.
Indeed. But I'm happy about that too. I'll take it. I was trying to get some volume on Blur because we got airdrop season, baby.
Yeah.
So anyways, though,
That's gonna be worth 69 cents, bro.
dude, I don't know, man.
Well, you
Did
need
you
to-
see how Art Gobbler's freaking cooked?
Dude, can we just not talk about the most easy to spot fucking pump and dump scam of all time?
Dude,
What are
and I'm
the
here
numbers
for it
for
on Blur. If we want to pump and dump that shit, let me hop in with my bag because I'm gonna be getting a juicy airdrop. I've done my sweeps. I've listed a shitload of things that actually have value on their platform. I've done some sales. I've taken some L's. Like I'm doing it all. I've done their ladder listings. I've done everything. If this airdrop doesn't just absolutely print cash for me, I'm gonna need to speak to the manager or something because
We got
your boy did all the work.
here.
Look at this. Where's my stuff? Where's my
18
stuff?
out of 18.
Airdrop one.
Only one legendary.
Yo. Hold on. Anyways, let's see here. Oh, 124 commons, 14 rares, 3 legendaries. Yo, I'm gonna be like
I agree
snacking
with
this Blur up, bro.
I saw a tweet where somebody was talking about like how is the most common one considered uncommon? Like, make that make sense. There's no common. Uncommon, just common.
Hey,
Our shit's so cool
This
that
is-
everything's
it's like-
uncommon.
this
Like,
is the
who
participation
came up with this?
trophy.
Because you're an idiot.
Well,
Can
you're
y'all hear
waiting for wait. Say that again, and then let's put the little quote from Will saying he's gonna print money from that. And then if you add those together, it's just perfection. Who the fucking idiots that created this? I'm gonna be printing money with this. It's like, wait, who's the
Welcome to
idiot here?
NFTs.
Yeah. And this is your
Three in a
first
nutshell.
step to learning about NFTs.
Dude, I'm serious though. I mean, if this doesn't just cook it up on a fine Sunday morning when they decide to finally launch ApeCoin, I mean not ApeCoin, Blur.
God
Oh,
damn it, you
man.
son of a bitch.
That was stuck in my
Dude,
head.
okay, are we missing like I'm not gonna lie. I loved the Bored Ape merch that we got from them, from Cellmates, from Macbeth and the
Yes.
dudes.
Don't talk about these because I wanted to get them and then I just didn't because I was like, no, I'm fine.
Yeah, they went to like they were like half an ETH, and I was like, well, I'm not gonna lie, like I don't understand why these would necessarily like massively appreciate in value. I mean, I don't want to
Dude,
fight it
Art
because
Gobblers went to fucking like 14.
dude, Art Gobblers was a built-in Ponzi though. Like that was the point. There was Ponzi, like whale game Ponzi-nomics at work in their finest form. Dude, I'm gonna be real here. What is it called? Cellmates. I went through and I was looking at some of these, and I'm not gonna lie, like I wasn't vibing with the amount of busyness some of these had. Call me a
You're
freaking-
vibing with that one though.
call me a hater, but like
You're
I don't know.
pulling
I
a
just
fucking Vitalik in that one. right
okay,
there.
like this one's cool,
That's pretty sick.
but like this one has so much going on. I don't know. I mean, I just
No, you like that one too, bro.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not. When I saw the previews, I was I'm gonna be real. I was a hater, bro. I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I'll agree the art style is very different, and I would agree some of them are uber busy.
Mm-hmm.
But like, yeah, I don't know.
I like
So-
some of his shit though, like his actual like art that like you go on his site.
Ooh, you
Like
go
some of his
onto
stuff
his
is
site.
so
cool.
good that I'm like, I just want to be a part of that because I could see it being where you get some fire ass merch, like you get some whatever, you get a drop that's limited that you're first come first serve whatever, and you're the first ones through the door. Like some of his art on here is
Dude,
really freaking dope.
Cool.
I mean, like, and don't get me wrong.
Like I've
like,
almost
this is
bought some
incredible.
of this shit.
This whole thing is incredible. I'm just not sure it translates the best to a PFP. I mean,
Right,
you come in here
right,
and you look at these prints, they're absolutely gorgeous.
So sick.
I mean, and
Yeah.
I'm pretty
I
sure
like how you-
our Bored Ape prints were not. This is funny.
You're
Is
like,
that what
this
we're
is
commenting on?
gorgeous.
No, but if correct me if I'm wrong, but like maybe this is different. Oh, I don't know. This was $150. The ones that were on the coming
the
with the
bundles?
Bored Ape merch was a much more affordable price point. Maybe it's this 29. But there was a couple on here, dude, where I was like, holy shit, this one's 250. Like, whoa, 200.
Like some of these are
but
just
they're limited prints, so
super,
it makes sense.
super dope. So yeah, I mean, I like this style. I'll agree. Like the kind of sneak peeks of what those PFPs will be. It'll be interesting if they work or not. I would agree with that.
What's going on here? I need to know. Tubular Babe.
You need one of those, bro. Yesterday.
What is it?
Solid butte, dude.
Oh, it's a paint.
That's a
Is it
fucking
just a?
statue, dog.
Oh wow, that is a statue, dog.
Nice.
Wow. Well, anyways, I don't know. So totally like the stuff that we got coming from
Dude,
the
so
Bored Ape
good.
drop. It's solid.
Speaking of Bored Ape stuff, are those damn figurines super
No,
plastic?
by end of year, bro. I mean,
No, I thought it was fucking the end of this month.
no, I'm pretty sure it's the end of the year.
God damn it. Those happened 76 years ago for sure.
Okay. So, anyways,
really did.
restricted.
It was like a. I don't remember the exact date.
Restricted. This kind of feels like they're playing into the theme of cellmates. Anyways, Valhalla going straight to 0. Is it really though? I don't know. I think.
Are we surprised?
Ooh,
really.
that's not a pretty chart. I don't know. Anyways, I've heard mixed reviews.
I
got
thought those were
burned
the
on
Adidas
KTR,
drops,
so-
dude. I thought those were the Adidas pills when I first looked at the fucking thing. They look
JP,
like the Adidas pill.
Dude, let's not talk about the Adidas pill.
My Adidas Wall Runners.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. I would take the Wall Runner over one of the ugly bastards I got.
Fair enough. I'll trade you for a Bored Ape jacket if you got one.
I
Let's
did not
see.
get a
Let's
fucking.
see.
F.
Nah, I got 2 shitty ones. The most unrare, which is like I knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah, that's just our luck here in this space.
Dude,
I've
there's gonna
yet
be there's
to
gonna be
make
there's gonna be
mint.
one time, dude. There's gonna be one time, and it's gonna be on the Mecha Apes or Mecha Dogs, whatever the hell we get. I'm gonna hit a fucking banger. I can just feel it. It's gonna be a one time.
I just better be with Yuga.
Dude,
Right.
Any other
I'm-
project, I'll be pissed.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm still like out of all the shit going on. I'm like personally, I'd rather pick up another Tater over a Cellmates right now,
You and your freaking taters, bro.
bro. I
get
love
it. It's Thanksgiving. You like mashed potatoes?
Yeah, I'm a
Yeah.
fucking mashed potatoes maxi too, bro.
dude. Okay, so here's the $1 million question, right? Should I
11 potatoes or 1 mutant.
No, man, no.
Bro, you sold your ape. Go ahead, sweep 6.
Sweep 6? Question mark.
Dude, I'm seriously wondering if I don't know.
I don't want to sweep 6 because I feel like I'll just get destroyed.
Like theoretically,
sometime.
right? Because you had created that chart where it's the ape to mutant ratio for their prices, right?
Mhm.
And like pretty much without fail, it's always traded between like 1 and 6 and 1 and 4, right?
Yeah. So
Where
I
it's
mean,
like if
you're
you
pushing
bought
1 and 6.
Mutants when it's at the 1 and 6 ratio, and then when it gets to the 1 to 4 ratio, you just sell 4 and buy an ape. Then you got an ape and 2 mutants.
Did you guys see this by Thank You X?
Yeah, but it's another thing I couldn't get. So
Why?
Thank you. Next.
I wasn't on the fucking list, dude.
Well, it made it to public mint. I remember looking at it and it was like 400 remaining, and I was like, oh, okay, I've got time. And then I came back and I think they had a spaces and then it sold out.
Well,
But I mean, I don't know. I mean, these things are freaking massive, which is kind of cool. I thought about picking one up. I liked, what was it, 0.25 ETH to mint or something like that. I like it a lot more than half an ETH. That's for damn sure. But so anyway, I don't know. Would be kind of cool to have some sort of canvassy piece from ThinkUX. I don't know how, like realistically, like, what are we talking? Like, am I going to get like this little corner, like right here, like barely any bit? Can you even see my cursor?
Yeah.
Am I just going to get like this little corner right here, or this little, like, it would be cool to have this whole like little piece, whatever this is.
I'll be honest. Now I can't see your cursor. I saw
Yeah,
it.
I lost it.
Now
When you
I've
started
lost
doing
it.
like this whole fucking piece. I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know. But you get what I'm saying. Like, there's little sections where I'd be like, okay, I wouldn't mind having like that little paint drip. You know, this one right here.
it's an interesting concept for sure.
So yeah, anyways, I don't know. It was something at least a little bit fresh in terms of like things that we've seen, because some shit was getting pretty stale there for a while, not gonna lie. What else? Anything else?
Freaking Win Yuga announcement.
Dude, I don't even
just
want I'm done
fucking
talking
anything.
about it. Well,
Anything.
hey, I
Dude.
will say shout out. Hold on. Get these ugly bastards off the screen. I will say shout out Yuga. I appreciate you giving back to music education. As a music educator myself, I tip my cap to you. I actually love that. That's super dope. But I would love something that, I don't know, deals with the community that is Bored Ape. That like directly that sounded fucking rude. That directly impacts the roadmap or
Asshole.
I actually love I really honestly I got geeked up about the donation because again I mean if you teach, you're either insane or you're a super selfless, passionate person, and I would say I'm the second. I mean I'm an idiot too, but I'm all three. But I actually love that. I geeked out. I showed my wife because she's a voice teacher as well, and so that's dope. But yeah, something on the roadmap or something that's just coming for the membership token, like man, it's like super needed at some point. Like I'm been really patient, more patient than ever in my life, but now it's kind of like just like anything, something
Please.
tickle me with a feather.
But I mean, like, come on though. Like, at this point, they've been putting out.
Will to just kick me in the nuts again.
They've been putting out all of their just nothing burgers, just like these little things that are like fantastic. Like, I love that you guys are doing all these other things. You launched MeBits 1.0, fantastic. Go for it. Get all the little announcements out of the way. You want to give them a poster? Go give them a poster. I claim 2 posters, 3 posters actually. Screw it. So I mean, whatever. Like, I mean, let's just get the little stuff out of the way, and then like let's get on to the dope stuff. You know what I'm saying?
So that's just it. The little stuff has been out of the way.
But I'm just saying, like that's I'm fine with that. But that shit when they drop it better be fucking my hair's on fire dope. Otherwise,
dude. But like I get, yeah, exactly, right. Like I think I would much rather have some more silence, and then like we roll into 2023 and the freaking fireworks are just popping off like left and right. They're like, here's a trip, there's a trip, here's another trip, trips for everyone. And then like, honestly, then we start running around in their like game, and or we get to just free run whatever it is. The persistent world will take it, give it to us, and we will make it our sandbox. Or they're giving us the sandbox, and we will make sandcastles. Yes.
I'm starting to think they're not posting an announcement for our benefit, right? They're allowing us to. They're like, hey, we gave you all a bunch of free ApeCoin at the beginning of the year. That's a lot of gains. So now that we haven't announced anything for months, prices are way down. You can tax loss harvest, and then 2023 will come out swinging.
Dude, I mean, if they are, they're doing the Lord's work. And they got some
tax loss harvest.
They can pull that off. So
you're like, what the heck?
Other than that, like, there's been absolutely not a damn thing going on. So much so that
You're sleeping music NFTs left and right. You're like building out your gallery.
That is true. I'm going pretty hard on building
And
out
you're
my
so
gallery.
bored that you're like, fine, I'll start looking at other stuff.
Dude, well, yeah, that's what I was gonna share. I'm over here. I'm on Tezos now. I'm messing around with what they've got going on. I feel like a kid
You're late
running.
to that. You are late to that. You are
Dude.
late to that, my guy. I've been looking at that shit when I'm drunk. Like,
I don't care
for
how late
months,
I am,
dude.
but I'm letting you know that this is what I'm
How
doing.
good
I'm
is
like,
it? It's fun, bro.
it's like running through a
Like, you have a
candy store.
cocktail or two and just fucking scroll for days.
It's like running through a candy store and there's like gumball machines every
Yeah.
fucking corner, and you just put in a quarter and you get something. Now, a quarter is, more like $1, $2, $5, whatever. I mean, these right here, these little generative art pieces were like 50 cents a pop. I was like, screw it, man. I'm gonna click the minter a couple times. Been collecting some random ass art that I just found through, like this. I found through a friend of ours named Shat. This one I just found in some random
Shat?
wallet, and I was like, I'm gonna just go for it. I like this little trio. This little thing with the grifters inside my head, like I was like, yo, this kind of sick. We got some X copy influence. We got some Gen art. This was some random piece I found. Louis Ponce. I don't know how you say his name. Picked up his floor piece there. I was like, yo, it's kind of cool. It's glitchy. It's whatever. We doing all the things. I thought these were cool just to like stick them side by side. So I'm just like over here buying shit left and freaking right. And the amazing part is like it cost me no monies. Oh, and I bought mushrooms, bro. I bought these mushrooms. Long story short, this artist, Jonathan Zawada, I don't know. He's done like all of the album artwork for like every single album EDM artist has put out that I enjoy. So like, I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go buy your mushrooms, bro. Apparently, you can crossbreed them, do a whole bunch of stuff, and they give you like a rare one, auction it off on Foundation. I don't know. So we're just over here having a grand old time.
That left one has an interesting shape.
Yeah, it does. I didn't buy it for that reason.
You definitely bought it for that reason, bro.
Yeah, I didn't buy it for that reason.
So
no,
anyway,
Tezos is dope. Like, I think super underrated if you like just artwork. I've picked up a couple really cool pieces, and like you said, they're cheap. I actually came across I think the artist's name is Paper Crane. Dude, I love his style, and it's like singular bold line style, and he's got some like decent views and sales, and I probably got like 4 of his pieces just 'cause I was like, dude, this shit's dope. Like, vibey as hell.
Yeah.
Simple, but like in the coolest of ways, like when you do simple really well, it pops. So yeah, dude, I don't know, like I'm definitely bored as hell. I started to finally finish our kitchen. I started this kitchen, like I've done parts of it for the last like 4 years. I shit you not. And I finally was like, all right, I've left this bottom 3 inches of the backsplash not done for at least like a year and a half because I changed out the which countertops, and that's what made that 3 inches stick out. Heyo. But I was like, I need to finish that. And so I guess thank you, Bored Ape and Yuga, for not doing anything really cool because I'm now being productive in real life.
Touching grass.
I mean, sometimes you got to just take a chill pill, just let it hang out for a minute and not do anything too crazy. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's boring as shit out there. I'm not going to lie.
Sure is. Hopefully not for too much longer.
Can't be. It can't be. It simply cannot be. It simply cannot be. I will not stand for it. My last little thing, and this is going to be funny, is dudes and dudettes of the Ape Coin. Can we actually go in and actually read some shit in the discourse? I found out I had never like logged in. So I would like go on the Ape discourse and I'd like read some shit, but I'd never post anything. I'd never do replies. So then I try to go to like hook up my wallet and it would not work. And Will, really bad joke, is like, oh, good game. Your fucking name's gone. You hit the wrong fucking link. No, it was worse than that. It was I hadn't actually been on there, like logged in and read enough for it to register that I was like a human. So it wouldn't let me register my wallet. And then all of a sudden it was like, bing, I get this notification. the welcome badge, whatever the hell it was. And I was like, let me try this again. And it
Congrats,
just worked
loser!
instantly.
You finally
So I've
showed
been
up
like,
on
I've been
planet
like,
Earth.
I've been voting on AIPs, but I now have a wallet and I did a reply and people actually liked my comments and shit. But my point is, get more involved because there is a lot of work that can be done and should be done. Stop bitching about it on Twitter and actually go in there and learn something and actually give some goddamn feedback before it's too late.
Amen.
Yeah, agreed. But I will say, seeing people's activity and feedback on Twitter too has brought more attention to it.
And
Right?
I
Like,
think
if
that's
Dave didn't say
imperative.
anything about ApeComs, like it would have just passed with flying colors.
I think that's imperative too. Is like I think there really needs to be like again the ApeComs thing. I think was a good idea, but you need to like streamline that, make it a little bit more thin. And like I think like a secretary person that literally is taking notes of like special council meetings that and information that you can share and like having like even bi-weekly updates of like here's a breakdown of AIP. And I know some people have been doing that just out of the goodness of their heart, but like there needs to be something way more concrete where people can touch base. Because if we're being honest, there are a million degenerates that are in the space that are never going to go in and actually like do discourse, which is unfortunate. But like we have to make it still more valuable so that we're not like, oh yeah, let's pass Jim Bob Cooter to fucking get $200,000 to fucking make this crocheted quilt that he has at home.
Yeah,
And it's like everyone's like, yeah, sounds fucking great. We love Jim Bob Cooter, and they give him 200,000. We're like, you look back at it 2 months later, you're like, what the hell were we smoking?
Was it
best
wasted?
$200,000 ever
Well
spent.
So like that's my point is like stop looking backwards, look forward, try to at least touch base a little bit, try to at least vote and like get a little bit of information. So again, I think if you had some sort of communication, if that's the secretary position, I think about like in my fraternity, right? You had like the treasurer, you had the secretary that was taking down notes of every single meeting and was able to put them out in a written form. You could do audio form if you wanted to. There's a million ways to do it. There's a million ways to skin a cat. So let's find the right one.
Amen.
Preach.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
We'll see how it goes.
That's honestly all I got. I got to go fucking grout the end of this damn backsplash, which is going to take me like not much time. Thank Christ. The hard part's done.
Dude,
but,
I'm running a 5K in the morning.
No chance. What is wrong with you?
I don't know. Family asked if I wanted to go, and I said, yeah, let's do it. And
I got mine running in tonight. I said, I'm not doing that tomorrow. No thank you.
But I'm ready to eat some food. I mean, I really don't need to eat, be eating loads of food, but I'm gonna eat some good old pumpkin.
Oh, yum that up.
Gonna eat some pumpkin.
Dude,
I got some mixed drinks I'm gonna try out. Some shit that I got cooking. See what happens. We're doing a deep fried like we do every year, turkey.
Nice.
Best way to do it because it's actually like not dry as shit. Dry as a fart.
That is
all right.
important.
Dudes, it's been real. This has been a good conversation. Again, thanks for tuning in. If you were there, we saw you all popping through and listen, if you have questions, if you want to connect, if you want to come on board talk and talk to us, boring trio, we'd love to do that because we actually really do love talking about Bored Ape stuff. Even if we're frustrated, even if I'm super impatient, which is like every day. At the end of the day, we still love Bored Apes, still love Yuga. We still love talking all things Yuga. So dudes, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Don't die on the 5K because we have way too much shit to talk about still.
Dude, I'm not gonna die. I might freeze. Well, yeah. That's my only concern right now is it's gonna be a little chilly in the morning. And I gotta get the warm weather clothes out. And it's just early. And I'm just why did I do
What time is this starting?
7:30.
Oh no. No.
Bro, I will
Or
be
maybe it starts
sound
at 8, but I'm gonna get there at 7:30 because I got to get my little race packet thing. I don't know, dude.
Well, are you a big Macy's Day Parade watcher?
When I was growing up, my family would always have it on the TV, but that's because like I grew up in a family that like watched every NFL game no matter what was on. And it like you wouldn't have actually maybe thought that had you met my parents. But like literally, if you walked into our house on Sundays, football was on. If you walked into our house on Saturday, football was on. So it's like the Macy Day Parade, of course, TV was on. We weren't necessarily just sitting there watching it, but it was on. And then when the football game started, we might be walking through, eating food, chilling, playing cards, but the football game's on. That's kind of how my family grew up. Now, I'll be honest, my wife's family is the complete opposite. They don't watch any sports at all, which drives me a little insane because I am actually obsessed with sports, so it's hard. But
Understand that.
nonetheless, I'll probably turn it on. Nobody complained about the freaking Macy's Day Parade. I mean, how do you complain about that?
Really can't.
You don't.
You
You
don't.
just don't. I
right,
saw
gentlemen.
something about, I think G Money was gonna have something where people could vote on something in his collection and then it gets turned into an actual Macy's Day Parade balloon next year.
That'd be cool.
I'm sure that's going to go well with degenerates. But
Yeah,
we
we
can
should be
all
seeing
that.
an enormous Curtis. We'll be seeing the Curtis from Ape Fest just flying in the air.
That would be dope, actually.
What if that's what kickstarts? They're like, "Happy Thanksgiving, apes."
I'd be like, no, bitch. No.
I mean, that'd be pretty huge though. If there was an ape floating in the parade.
I guess. I'm glad I get to wear my hat again. Positives of cold weather.
Oh, this was a fun story that I can quickly share. I was playing pickleball last night, right? And
Imagine that.
Phil's gonna
right?
love this
Imagine
one.
that. And I'm watching these people play on this court right in front of me, and this dude's wearing a hat. And I look on the back of the hat, and it's got the little Moonbird logo.
Oh, God.
And so I started.
You ran in
chit-chatting
the other
with people about
direction because
Moonbird.
you realized they were a shit NFT trader.
What's up?
Did you talk to him?
Of course. I was like, "Yo, I like your hat," and he immediately was like, "You know."
He had a
What?
boner instantly.
Well, yeah, because if anybody like comes up and talks to me about like, "Oh, I like your hoodie," I'm always like, "Do you know, man? You know about the Bored Ape?
Come back. Be my
Are
friend.
you an ape, bro?" So yeah, he was just psyched that I knew about moonbirds, and then we start chit chatting a little bit.
And you're like, yeah, they suck ass, and I lost money on these bitches.
Yeah, I told him I was like, I bought the top at 20 ETH, and not just one, two of them. So that was
Dude.
fun.
He gave you
And
his
then
hat because
you
he
should
felt
have just
bad.
said, and then Kevin Rose rugged you so fucking hard with CC0, and then bam,
Crazy.
see ya on the way to zero.
GG.
GG's, gentlemen. I will talk to y'all soon. Follow us on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. Follow the three of us idiots. Occasionally we post something that's valuable.
It's not
Occasionally.
often, but it happens.
Hey.
It happens.
If we can give you once a week, one good post, it's worth it.
Dude, I didn't realize I turned into a freaking pump and dump influencer
You
with
did,
my
bro.
last
You're
video.
like,
I made.
"Ooh, look, he's
Oh,
rare
God.
Dude,
chaos
people went and
resources."
bought,
And
people went
I'm
and bought
stupid.
lands because of my video. I'm like, hold up, not financial advice.
Oh,
No,
Will's
sir.
going to jail.
No, sir.
SEC is going to start trading with you.
Yeah. Anyway, I revealed the epicness that is Chaos Resources, which I own 0 of. I now realize you have to pack your bag before you pump your bag.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, you
So
can
then
do
you
it.
can
Smart.
dump your bag as soon as you shill your bag.
Yeah.
I'm still learning. I'm
You're
learning.
You're new to the influencer game.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're still-
you
I'm
get
still,
that influencer badge.
feeling a little
Oh,
fresh into the game, right?
just
So
wetting my beak in here. Just wetting my beak. All right. On that, let's get out of here. It's been another board talk with the three idiots. We'll talk to you next week.
Peace.